Ghana remains endemic to onchocerciasis, a disease of the skin and eye caused by Onchocerca volvulus, a parasitic worm transmitted by Simoleum species or black flies that breed in fast-flowing rivers and streams like the Bui black water. Stakeholders like the University of Energy and Natural Resources continue to research the disease to avert the spread prevalent in some communities in the Bono region. Hence, the international stakeholders' engagement in Sunyani on the control of onchocerciasis towards elimination by 2030. Dr. Kenneth Bintum Otabel is the group lead for the Nitrodis Research Group and head of the Biological Science Department of the university.
In some of the communities we have worked in, you notice that you can have exposure of about close to 50% in the village, and that is quite worrying for us. The prevalence in places like Kwanwari, around the Wenchi area, places like Sobinso was still very, very high compared to the general prevalence in the entire country, and that warranted us going there to investigate, and the findings were quite interesting. Things like people not adhering to the drug treatment. It's very important that as people in the community, we continue to educate them so that they understand they need to cover themselves properly when they are going to the farm so that you minimize the bites of the flies.
Professor Robert Chick, a researcher at Greenwich University, UK, explained some of the technology being developed to help handle the situation.
Well, we mentioned in some of our talks the new technologies for different forms of trapping to try to eliminate the need to have human landing catches to collect the flies and to monitor infections within the flies. There are also new techniques being developed using molecular biology to detect the parasites in the flies and also to try to identify the flies using molecular biology. Another part of our project with Imperial College involves mathematical modelling to try to estimate exactly where and when the elimination will occur, and by looking at this using computer programs and mathematical modelling, it's possible to predict with greater accuracy what we think is going to happen. And in some cases, for instance, you could test whether giving the drug once a year or twice a year or even more times a year will or will not improve the situation.
Dr. Otabel said with the right kind of research support from the government, researchers would make headway.
We call in all hands on decks, including the communities themselves, because that is where we do the research. Donor organizations, governments, for example, could expedite action on the research fund for the nation so that researchers who are doing key work like this can access these funds and be able to do work that will benefit the whole country. So we are calling everyone to contribute our quota to end the menace.
Precious Semevo, Joy News, Sunyani.